Before the headlines, before the borders, there was a region built on vision. A land where bronze spoke history, where harvest meant unity and tradition shaped identity. Leadership was earned. Order was sacred. Education was a foundation. Through conflict and sacrifice, the Eastern spirit endured. Today, the story continues. New voices, new perspectives. Sing resilient rhythm. Eastern Circle, our roots, our rhythm.
Hello and welcome to Eastern Circle, this beautiful edition, of course, brought to you by Rapid TV today. Such a pleasure that you decided to join us today. Well, if you're joining us for the very first time, Eastern Circle is where we bring you the very best and rich stories shaping Southeast Nigeria. I mean, all the way from governance, development, culture, business, name it, conversation that is shaping our Southeast Nigeria. We talk about it here. Well, my name is P. Soma Lewis, and today we'll be having a conversation about a community whose impact reaches far beyond the borders. I am talking about the Abia Diaspora Commission. But first of all, I won't be having that conversation alone. I have a guest with me, but I won't be introducing her yet. I want to keep you on your toes. And of course, we'll have to go on this very short break. And when we return, you will get to meet our guest. Be sure not to go anywhere.
Before the headlines, before the borders, there was a region built on vision. A land where bronze spoke history, where harvest meant unity and tradition shaped identity. Leadership was earned. Order was sacred. Education was a foundation. Through conflict and sacrifice, the Eastern spirit endured. Today, the story continues. New voices, new perspectives. Sing resilient rhythm. Eastern Circle, our roots, our rhythm.
All right, welcome back from that very short break. It is still Eastern Circle, brought to you by Rapid TV. Before we went on that short break, I told you we would be exploring a community who, of course, their impact reaches far beyond the borders, the Abia Commission Diaspora. I know for many families, when you hear of the diaspora, you're thinking about opportunities, but far beyond the opportunities that lies in the diaspora, would also be looking at what this commission does. And having this conversation with me is no other than the CEO, the Executive Secretary of the Abia Diaspora Commission. I'm talking about Reverend Dr. Annie Ono, the very beautiful Dr. Annie. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm blessed, Miss Oma. Thank you for having me today.
You look gorgeous, as always.
Thank you. To the glory of God.
Amazing. So tell me, how are you feeling on a scale of 1 to 10? Are you excited? Are you bothered? Are you, curious about something?
Well, I'm excited because whenever God does something, you will always be excited. I'm also excited that we are healthy and God has been faithful to us all and to the commission and to Abia State.
Amazing. I know you might be wondering, this woman is a powerhouse, I must assure you. She's one of the very delightful women shaping conversations in Abia State and, of course, the diaspora as a whole. And first, I would want to start, many people, our viewers are wondering, we've heard about the Abia Diaspora Commission, and we're wondering what exactly is this Abia Diaspora. What does it entail? What are they doing? What's going on? Can you talk to me a little bit about the Abia Diaspora Commission?
Oh, wow. Abia State Diaspora Commission is established in order to draw the Abians together, to their homeland. And the main purpose of that is a synergy to draw investment and to promote investment in diaspora globally and the homeland, and bringing in investment, different type of investment that could be agriculture, healthcare, administrative level, in all international levels of the professionals, and that also involve education as well. And so we do a lot of things, and your commission is like your gateway. It's a diplomatic office where the diasporans can connect and to any type of business that they want to do, any investment they want to do, to reach out to their government back home, to know what their government is doing, and the government know what the diasporans, their people are doing in diaspora. So it's a synergy, the first and foremost, that pillar of bringing that investment and encouraging the diasporans to know what the government is doing, back home.
Wow. I can see that that's the reason why it was established right here in Abia State. Well, I would also want to know, it's intriguing what this commission really does and why it was established. And that leads me to wanting to know how, what exactly is the structure of the Abia Diaspora Commission.
The structure of Abia Diaspora Commission is situated, okay, we have the board. We have board members. The board members will have chairman and also have myself, the board members, the chairman, then the chief executive secretary. So we also have the diaspora liaison, in officers, which is in various states, like in Lagos, Abuja, things like that. But naturally, Nigerian Diaspora Commission, which is where the Honorable Abike Dabira is, and then Abia State was the first Diaspora Commission be established and functional. But now we have Akwa Ibom, Lagos, Enugu, other states, they have their own commissioner, but Abia State is the first, and we are doing well.
We're doing, obviously, if you heard, we wouldn't be here to know what exactly is going on in the commission. That's very interesting. That leads me to wanting to know, let us bring it down a little. Was a typical day or daily activities that, what does it look like in the commission right here in Abia State?
Oh, wow. Our daily activities, first of all, we have to establish connect with our diasporans globally. And doing that, the diasporans live in different continents, as you know, and different continents have different time zone. And so the Zoom meetings and the things we do with them also have to reflect on their time zone. So we engage them on the meetings and tell them what His Excellency is doing. Even though His Excellency, all what he's doing is in the Facebook and Twitter and that, but the Diaspora Commission bring it home. So when we engage them, they feel it, they feel they are closer, to the government. So we want to know what they're doing, the area of the investment, what they can come home to invest, which area they are interested to invest, and also what is available in homeland for them to invest in terms of real estate, education, agriculture, healthcare in terms of training students, IT. So any area they're interested in. So we channel them in that and then connect them to the head of the MDAs in the homeland. So we make a memo for them and said, okay, we have the diaspora and a professional, which is good in this area, and this is what I want to do, and then we channel, the source. So the MDS, that is the homeland, they will just take it off from there, and they make the easy landing, for the diasporans to be able to execute their talent and the gift they have accumulated in diaspora, and then to establish it in the homeland. And then, having said that, we also establish the data, to know. That's why we are creating all this diaspora movement. Is also for His Excellency to know how many diasporans, that is brothers and sisters, that he have outside. Yes, that he has outside Nigeria. And then knowing that, it's also help us that when we are looking at professionals, we know the areas where, where we can pitch, to do the things we need to do. So right now we've, covered over 45 chapters, yes, and the diaspora, and also more than 77 continents. We have gone to make sure that we reach out to the Abians that is in diaspora, and to let them know that your state is active, is vibrant, is happening. Your state is just number one now.
It's on the news everywhere.
It's on the news. Not only that we're on the news, we're on the news spiritually, we're on the news physically, because God has made us to be number one. So we are number one. And so we want them to come back to connect, with that feel, and to make sure they are properly structured as well in their association out there. Because with that, we'll be able to know, okay, sorry, before I go into that, we also want all the organizations, like the presidential organizations that is in diaspora. So we register all of them, we create a platform for them, so they will know that, they have a president in Japan, in Hong Kong, in Malaysia, in Australia. And so we create a platform for them. So we have a platform where, all the presidents can, come together and plan, as a unit, and then be able to coordinate with all their subjects, whatever meeting we do.
Wow.
They do meeting, with me on that. And then, we bring it down. So they now bring it to the organization. The organization know what His Excellency is doing. Then when we do like a town hall meeting, so, when I go there, then they know that, seeing the Diaspora Commission is like they are touching home. They feel it. So they are very, very proactive, and they are doing very, very well. And any place we go that there is no Abia organization, there is no Abia meeting, we try to encourage them. Even if it's one Abia, we try to, by the time it, 2, 3,
everybody's coming together.
And everybody's excited what His Excellency is doing. And they are
really proud.
Oh yes, they cannot. I could tell you that where Abia State is now, we're unstoppable. We're unstoppable, and we're excited what God is doing for us, as a state, and the commission is there as their diplomatic voice, to tell them that you have the access, and the access is now, and this is now, the train is moving. You just have to come back and connect.
That's very beautiful. If there's one thing I must point out, is that I love the fact that now everyone is connected. At the end of the day, no matter where you are in the part of the world, you are connected to your roots. You know your family. Absolutely. It might not be that you are related by blood, but by just being
we are related by blood. We are related by blood. Yes, we are related by blood.
Because that DNA.
Yes, we have same DNA. I mean, how else can you relate? If God chose to put us together, we are related by blood. And that is why, with that energy, you could see something positive, that is coming out of it. And the diasporans are happy, and the voice is strong. The Diaspora Commission is making sure that the Abians in diaspora is very, very proud of the governor they have. This is the season, and this is the hour. And, we are making waves.
Amazing. Now, you've been able to point out a few of things the commission gets to do on a daily basis. I would also want to know, on a full scale, what are the actual key responsibilities entrusted to the commission?
The key responsibilities that Trusted in Commission is, first of all, is to bring investment. Yeah, is to bring investment. It's also to draw Diaspora fund. Because the Diaspora fund is something that will also help the homeland for us to be able to support what our government is doing, what His Excellency is doing. Do you understand?
Yes.
And also to draw effective policy that will help the diasporans to be able to vote. We are working on that. That hasn't, because if the diasporans can be able to vote, it will make a huge,
Yes.
difference, for the diasporans.
That's true.
And yes, and also to coordinate them in the area that will bring global, a rich global investment that is okay. For instance, like His Excellency want to do this airport we're talking about now.
Yes.
Diasporans have a huge responsibility to support, to make that happen for us to be able to actualize that. And they can only actualize it by creating awareness. Diaspora Commission is creating, a greater awareness. And also, the things that we're also here to do is that you could see that most of our people that go out there, they want to go and trade, they want to go to school, they want to go to that. Diaspora Commission is also there to guide them, to tell them that we are here to guide you so that you don't go there and find yourself in a situation where you are not supposed to find yourself. So if you want to go to school now, we know the universities that are acceptable, that are very, very accommodating, that will help you for you to have a good environment to study and to finish well.
That's true.
And another thing that we did when we come into the office was I did embassies, all various embassies. I visit them to listen. When Abia sons and daughters come here, you must treat them with respect, you must treat them with dignity.
Wow.
Because His Excellency Dr. Alex Chomo, the OFR, we receive people in our state. If you like, wherever you come from, you are welcome in Abia State. So far as you're a good citizen, so far as you can contribute to the well-being of Abia State, we do not discriminate from anybody. So when our people come to your continent to apply for visa, be it student visa, be it business visa, be it settlement, please grant them that honor, because when they come there, they will promote your country. They are very hardworking. They don't commit, any crime on it. And most of this crime also happens when you don't give them what they're supposed to. If you don't give somebody a good visa for the person to work, if you don't give the person a good accommodation because the person is a visitor or because they come to your land, then, you are actually inciting that person to do what is not meant to do, But for Abia, we don't cause trouble. So we also we just let the embassies on the list and receive the Abians, give them the support, then give them the visa. If you doubt, send us a letter. Diaspora Commission will verify, and then we will authorize.
Amazing.
And that is happening.
Incredible. You made mention of something on awareness, having to make the people in diaspora aware of things happening in Abia State. That leads me to my next question, because for any institution to really make an impact, people really need to be aware that it exists. So I would want to know, people in diaspora, are they aware that the commission, this particular Abia Diaspora Commission exists? And of course, how it works?
Honestly, we are working on that. This year, I've managed to do a meeting, a town hall meeting. So the diasporans the Abians in diaspora, they are really, really hunger for this town hall meeting. And that is why the chapters we were creating, we are creating it so that they will know that this is from Abia State Diaspora Commission, not somebody else trying to impersonate, this is your commission, this is your voice, this is your umbrella, this is an institution established by the government for you to be able to key into, to be aware. Like if you have an issue in diaspora that affects you, say for instance, you come to Nigeria and then you buy a land, or somebody duped you, or somebody do one thing or the other, they don't know how to. Your commission is here to help you. That is why that commission is here, to help you. We will investigate it. We will help you send the letter to the right channel and know why this thing is happening and help you to solve it. So that is some of the benefit that your commission, have. We've also received several letters, people that they did one thing or the other and they were denied, But when the commission come into it and they find out that it's just, somebody not just following up what they're supposed to do, and we solved it. So in creating this awareness is more of town hall meeting, more of visiting them and, telling them that we are here. We are not hidden. This is why we are here. This is the purpose. We are here to serve you, to link you up with the government, for you to know what your governor is doing, for you to know where you can come in to participate. Your skills are needed. Your advice is needed. And the policies that we are, putting in place, to favor you and to also to favor us. So more of a town hall meeting is advisable, and we're putting that in place, because last time we traveled, they were like, oh, I don't even know that I have commission. Yes, you do. We have a visitor here yesterday. He was so happy that he has commission. He didn't know about it. So, it's a good one. We're trying to make media help us.
Coming up, I also want to know, how are you able to identify the Abians in diaspora and engage them? Because you've touched a little bit of how you engage them, and that's the town hall meeting. But how do you get to identify them in diaspora? Do you have people over there who try to reach out to someone who might most likely be an Abian to now identify with the commission? I want to know.
Okay. In building of the town hall, it's not in the time that we do Zoom meetings. We do not only Zoom meetings, different type of communication, flyers, leaflets, and things like that. We do that to create this awareness. How I identify them is that whenever I go in occasion, and the blood of Abians don't hide. There is something about
now I'm seeing the Abia hype.
Yes.
Okay.
We don't hide. So when you connect with somebody, you can say, oh, are you from Abia? Oh, okay. Where do you stay? Okay. So okay, this is who I am, and things like that. By the way, do you guys have an association? Do you have a chairman? He said, yes, I have a chairman. Okay, please, can I have the contact of your chairman? Then they give me their chairman or their president, so I call the person. I said, this is who I am, and this is what we are doing. And will you be interested to, connect? This is your commissioner. That is, oh yes. So far as that, I'm happy. And whenever they heard about His Excellency and others, everybody's happy. It's not before that when you say you're from Abia, people are hiding.
So, people are not even proud of it.
People are not proud of it. But now, oh yes, people are
even people who are not from Abia, they want to be part.
Exactly. Where we are receiving application for that in the commission. Oh, well.
Really?
Of course. People want to come and settle, and we also have to vet them the way they are vetting Abians. As we want to vet people here.
Wow.
Exactly. So yeah, that's how I connect with them. So when they give me, and then they say, oh, some will tell me, oh, we don't have much. I said, but you are one, so we can start with you. So when we start with the very particular person, by the time it, I will have 45. There. Something like
the
Australia. Exactly. Australia didn't have. But by the time, to God be the glory, help and all that, we established it, and they're functioning very, very excellent. Well, now we have Abia association in Australia, and they are doing exceptionally well. We also have Diaspora movement for His Excellency in the place. So we are happy for what we are doing, and God is helping us.
Imagine. That's beautiful, really. An amazing work you are doing. I want to also know, let's assume that someone watching this program this very moment resides in probably the United Kingdom, Canada, or United States. I would love to, become a part of the commission. What should they exactly do?
Well, what the person would do is to reach out to us and let us know. We always hoping for talents and all that. First of all, we need more funding. We cannot say that we need more funding, because for the Diaspora Commission, how we can function effectively is to, draw funding, back home.
Yes.
So that we can also be able to attract the type of capacity building that we need to be attracted. Because without funding, you cannot do it. So we need people who are gifted. Not only that you're, in fact, you being gifted is not enough. You have to have you have to be happy, be enthusiasm to come to help your state, because you could have the talent, and then when you come back and you're like, I don't really.
Yeah.
But if you really love your state, you can put in the sacrifice.
Be very tenacious about it.
Exactly. So just like what His Excellency is doing, he's committed his love for the state. You could see the dividend that is coming out of it. And most of us that come from, we didn't stay here, but because of what His Excellency is doing and what God wants us to do to support, to build ours, that's why we are here, and we are getting results, and we are happy. So my appeal to any diasporan is that be happy and come, and then
first be interested first. From there we can pick it up from there.
Exactly.
I want to know, is there like a specific formal platform where they can get themselves registered or signed up to be part of the commission?
Yeah. So we had we have Diaspora Youth Connect that we are putting up now, and we're also creating a different professional link for anybody to register where they belong. So that you will find in our website, which we haven't finished. We are still upgrading the website. So the website will give people specific choice where your profession is and how you want to help. If you're a nurse, doctor, IT experts, and I must as well, profession doesn't end on doctors. We have engineers, we have different creativities, event planner, whatever, anything that you do outside that earns you a living, you could still do it in Abia State and see ends the living.
Wow, we could actually even go on and on about what the commission exactly do. But before we continue with this conversation, to delve deep into the development and investment concerns of the commission, I would want us to go on this very, very short break. But we return, we would further ahead our conversation. Be sure not to go anywhere.
Eastern Circle, our roots, our rhythm.
Welcome back from that very brief time out. It is still Eastern Circle, brought to you by Rapid TV. And of course, I'm still having my wonderful conversation with a very elegant CEO and Executive Secretary of Abia Diaspora Commission, the very Reverend Dr. Annie Ono. We're still here having our conversation. We've been able to have talk about what exactly the people in diaspora could possibly do for their state, their home, through the commission. Now, I would want you to, explore and tell me what exactly the commission can possibly do for the people in diaspora. especially those faced with challenges or trouble. Let's talk about it.
Well, thank you so much, and welcome back. What the Commission can do for our people in diaspora is, first of all, advocating for their rights, their welfare, and inclusion in wherever state where they, in any continent where they are. And in doing that, we just have to make sure that wherever they are, their right is not being denied. Very important. And that they are not being victimized, they are not being excluded. You know, there's when you come to a country, there is a policy of inclusion, you know, and in terms of immigration as well. So you could see when we started, I said to you that we went through the embassies, you know, engaging them. That is the purpose of that engagement, to make sure we advocate for their right, for the rights of Abia citizens, you know, where they are. And in doing that, that will also enable the Abians that is there, that they have confidence that their government is working for them. You know, there is nothing like reassuring that you are in a place and you know that your government is working for you. And especially when you are there, you are not causing any trouble, but you are there to do the needful. The needful is the purpose that brought you to that continent. And that is why we are saying to them, listen, Abia is so special. Abia citizen is so special. And for the Abia citizen to be there, you are blessed. Your content is blessed. So we advocate for their rights, for their well-being, to make sure that nothing will tamper with the existence in the continent. So, for instance, you can see what is happening in South Africa.
That's correct.
Yes, and then South Africa has been an issue right from long time ago. It did not start now, but we believe that what we're doing is we're doing well. So Diaspora Commission, we also have a chapter. They have association, Abia Indigenous Association in South Africa, and not only that, we also have a movement for diasporans in South Africa. And so when this thing happened, it's so sad that it happened. And the returnees, the Diaspora Commission, is also there to receive them. So we liaise, you know, with the NGOs and the federal, and they send us, you know, a letter. They constantly, you know, communicate with the Diaspora Commission, and then the Diaspora Commission will also send it to the liaison officer. That's that will receive them in Lagos, you know. Because we have liaison office in Lagos. Okay. So now they are back. Some people wanted to use this as a political thing. It's not a political thing. Abia doesn't do things in a hurry. And we don't do things because somebody is doing it. But our people, we will cancel them. We will make sure we do the proper data. We have to make sure to know what they're doing when they were in South Africa. Yeah. What sort of business are they doing? Are you married? How many kids do you have? Did you come back with your kids? Your education, did you school in, you know, the holistic, proper data of an individual, you know. So from there, what do you love doing? What do you want to do? Mind you that this thing happens sudden, so they have to also go through emotional trauma. You know, there's a stigma that attached to that. And so we have to make sure that those things does not follow them. It does not cloud them, you know, to tell them that your state is here to receive you. It might not be the way you want it, but want to do it in a way that at the end, when we finish, you will know that, yes, indeed, you're from Abia State. And that is why we were not in a hurry. That's when that happened, we wanted to make sure that everybody is in the same page, and we get the, you know, the total number. And then from there, we will now have to know the people that need accommodation, because some of them might not need accommodation. Yes. Some of them might have home. Some of them might have built a house, you know. Some of them might have families. So we separate them, you know, and also know who and who want to come back to Abia, because sometimes most of them does not want to come to Abia State. They want to live in Lagos. They want to stay in Abuja. They want to stay in Abakaliki. They want to stay wherever they find comfy, but we'll have to support them based on their needs, So this is what we are doing. And then by the time we finish, some of them want us to, so like the one that was there the other day, he wanted the support for his business. He does importation, and so that is the area where he needed a support. So some of them will want that support for business. Some of them will want us to rent a shop. Some of them. So it depends on the individual needs. So by the time we finish, we also have to come, like when you guys are here today, we also take you guys around to go and interview them. They will even say it and thank Governor for what he has done. And I have to also add this, that it takes a good state to look after its citizens. And that is a priority for His Excellency. The citizens is the first priority. And remember what the scripture said, that when the righteous rule, the city rejoices. And that has been what God has given to Abia State. His Excellency take a joy in making sure that Abian's pain is reduced, that nobody, he has actually restored the dignity that Abians has lost, both in diaspora and homeland. So in times of the South Africa, and sadly as well, we lost one of our brothers who was Chidi Ibe, who was suffocated because of, and again, South Africans, they don't know that hate cannot take you anywhere. You cannot, live your life in hate. And there is no continent that you will stay that you will not see, visitors in your state. They will always, everybody, So you saying people to go, you also need to go, because the land does not belong to you. The land belongs to God. Do you understand?
That's
we all,
true.
yes. So, it's so sad. So we had to, and lost our brother, which we are, going to see the family, and His Excellency has also ordered so that we can, support them during the funeral and do everything that is needful, because it's Abia's son. And we've lost a brother, we lost a father, a cousin, and so that wasn't good. It wasn't good news for us. And the South Africans, they will pay for, they will pay for that, because we are not gonna, lose our brother just like that,
Amazing.
So yeah, so
that's very, very, very sad. And it's good that we are deciding to support our own this much. Well, away from that very sad event, I would want us to, talk more about the development and investment plans here in Abia State. Now, aside the remittances, the financial support that people in diaspora could possibly, give to their homeland, like you rightly stated, I would want to know what are the other opportunities that exist that possibly people in diaspora cannot really remit so much amount of money, but there are spaces, there are offices, there are very good initiatives that they can actually come into, and they are investing. But it's not money we're talking about. What are those opportunities?
Well, there is no investment you can do without money. That's the truth. Every investment you do there. If you want to talk about skill development, it's money. You want to talk about education, knowledge transfer, it's money. If you want to talk about cultural preservation, exchange, it's money. Branding is money. Diaspora welfare and advocacy is money. Anything you talk about that, for us to collaborate, because you need to travel, you need to pay flight tickets, you need to get a town hall, you need to rent the hall, you need to buy drinks, you need to take food. Because if you do all this without, people will not come. So anything you want to do is money. Even when the diasporans want to come and add their initiative to that, it's also money. So everything we talk about here is money. But in a way, they could come back to help in sharing knowledge transfer. And also the other thing, Diaspora Commission is also that is skill exchange, that we take our people from here, we take them to abroad, which is what we are working on now. We have events coming up in December. We have the Global Abia Diaspora Homecoming, the first of its kind. Yes, this December 20th, thanks to His Excellency that has given us the date, and they are coming to come, and be with their governor and to say, we are happy for what you're doing. We are here for you, and this is who we are, your brothers and sisters. And, we just want to let you know that you have us, globally, we are for you. So it's going to be something different, the first different thing of its kind. And then we also have another thing we are doing in November, African Day, which is 17th to 19th of November. So in terms of diasporans coming, they can come in to help to do educate all of that, and other initiatives that we are looking into to establish.
Speaking of this collision of events you already have lined up to do this year, I would want to know what are the other priorities or priority event that we would be probably seeing from the Commission in the next few years, aside the ones happening this year. You could enlighten me on that.
We have Diaspora Fund we're doing. We have Diaspora Investment Summit, where we bring international people to collaborate with Abia State to do. So they will partner with us in those areas, probably agriculture, oil and gas. That our airport is coming. Our airport, that is another, we are just on
Very
top of the moon
about
that one. So that investment is a different thing altogether. We have Diaspora Investment Economic Summit and Diplomacy work on that one. We have to publish a Diaspora Investment Guide. We have to establish housing real estate for the diasporans, and that will benefit the homeland. That is on the 2027, our roadmap. We also have to do skills and technology transfer. We have volunteers, ICT, coming up. We also have the medical outreach that we do. We have remote mentorship, platform mentorship for between the diasporans and homeland. We have also Diaspora Innovation Challenge. So we have a lot of things. We have also we have our welfare recognition, cultural diplomacy, and that, for me, that was very, very, I love that in the sense that whatever we do, I always tell people, do not let your mother tongue disappear. And I said that to you when you come.
Oh my God. I was thinking you wouldn't do that to me.
So whenever we start anything we're doing in diaspora, we need to sing Abia national anthem. We need to see it. We need to, because the diaspora where you are, they don't compromise their value. So why will you want to compromise Abia value? Especially when the dignity has been restored.
Exactly.
Do you understand? So we have a lot of things we have in the future, very, very exciting.
That's a whole lot, I must say. And it's a very beautiful one indeed. I would also want to know, how would the Commission so far measure its result and success? And also, what should the people of Abia, people living in Abia, expect to see that the people in diaspora would get to do through the Commission?
Okay, so before I answer that, there's also the what we call surgery days, which means like you are here there now. The days that we talk about what diaspora do day to day for our our Abians, to guide them, any questions they have, any issues, any support, where we interact with, with our citizens and with the diasporans. So we have the days we do with the diasporans, we have the days we do with the Abians. And that surgery is, they ask us, what some of them have issues in their villages, some of them have issues in the road or whatever, or things they wanted governor to know about, you know, that no, they don't have the channel to channel it. So they will, you know, they will ask on during that, you know, liaison communication. So we also have to put it in writing and send it to His Excellency so that he can, you know, their issues or various MDAs, so that those issues can be, you know, can be resolved. So that surgery in the homeland is the people that probably want to travel, they're having issues for visa, or somebody took their thing, or anything at all that concerns them. You know, that, you know, those days is the days we, you know, we deal with such
that's amazing.
issues.
Those results that the people in Abia will get to see, that was definitely, you know, brought to reality through the commission.
Well, the results, you know, they'll get to see is that that the Diaspora Commission is working on their behalf, you know, and that, you know, a day begins a story. If there is no if there's no result, there will be no events.
Definitely no action at all.
Yes, exactly. So it's also to let the Abians to work with us. They shouldn't make it difficult for us, because if they make it difficult with us, they will not be able to see effective results. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, you know, we've worked so hard. We've engaged in the advocacy that will facilitate the well-being of the Abians in our home. We've done that foundation. We'll water the ground, and very soon they will be seeing it, you know, happening. Do you understand?
Amazing. I can't wait to see it as well.
Yes. So that is also, there is also scholarship taking places, you know, that Diasporans offer.
Yeah, scholarship programs.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, Diasporans offer for the homeland. These are the things that Diasporans do, you know, without even not saying it. Right now, we are taking up a project for special needs, you know, education to help. So Diaspora doesn't believe in making noise, but they just want the Abians that is in the ground to feel the presence, and the Diasporans also want to feel the presence of the
vice versa.
Vice versa. It's a synergy, making them feel comfortable and making that policy that welcome them back, and which His Excellency has done in terms of security, you know, transport, infrastructure. Road is clear. When you come back to Abia, you feel free. You know, you sleep well.
You're comfortable.
You feel comfortable. His Excellency has done a lot of that, and so, but our indigents, all we need is to, you know, who come to that His Excellency has done and what the Diasporans are doing, and also for the Diasporans to be able to enhance it, you know, so together we will achieve the task that God wants us to achieve as a state.
Amazing. It's been a very wonderful and long conversation. I must say it's been very beautiful learning what exactly the commission does and how the people in diaspora are affecting changes here in Abia State. Before I will leave you, or let you go rather, let's say every Abian in diaspora, they are currently watching us. What is that message you would want to pass on to them?
Oh, wow. My brothers and sisters, I'm actually delighted for you people to tune in today. What I will advise you to do is keep at it, keep the good work, keep the good faith, and keep the strength and the vibe that you have there, but bring it also back home. Support your commission. Anything that you think that you can do positively to support your commission. Unity is the strength. Support His Excellency Dr. Alex Chomoti OFR. Our governor is doing great. He has granted Abians the joy, the inner joy, that when you sleep and that you know that you're from Abia, your spirit gladdened. He has taken Abia to the globe, and so I will advise you, whatever that you can do to support your state, please do not hesitate. And the commission is here to receive you, to make you, give you that VIP that you deserve. So let's work together to make our state great, to join His Excellency and the mandate. And by the way, 2027, just come back home. If you are one of the ones that you can vote, come back to vote. If you are not, speak to your people for them to vote. Abia, we are one. We love one another, and we keep loving one another, and nothing can separate us. Thank you so much, and I love you guys from my desk. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, the Reverend Doctor, for joining us on Eastern Circle. It was one big, beautiful outing, I would say. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pisama. You are so amazing.
Thank you very much. Well, it's been a wonderful time. You would agree with me. Of course, if there's one thing today's conversation would forever remind you of, is the fact that despite wherever you are, you reside in, connection to home remains very important.
Yes.
Well, this is where we have to, draw the curtains on Eastern Circle today. It's been so far. P. Soma Lewis, and this is Eastern Circle. Do have a lovely day.
Before the headlines, before the borders, there was a region built on vision. A land where bronze spoke history, where harvest meant unity, and tradition shaped identity. Leadership was earned. Order was sacred. Education was a foundation. Through conflict and sacrifice, the Eastern spirit endured. Today, the story continues. New voices, new perspectives. Sing resilient rhythm. Eastern Circle, our roots, our rhythm.